What? No, I know. I love that. Man, I was trying to, at the same time, I was trying to get Instagram to go and everything else. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? All right, well, I'm trying to get Insta to pull up here because we are live and it's live.
Yay! We're live! Yay! Oh no, Charlie!
We'll figure it out as we go.
Instagram,
we got you guys. We see your, yeah, no, right. We'll see you guys are on there, so appreciate you guys joining in. What is going on, folks? It is Sunday night, 7 o'clock here along the Panhandle. Actually, it would be 6 o'clock, but technically with the time change and everything
Mike,
else, that has screwed me up so bad.
Hold on. I got to pop off camera real quick.
Okay. Just making sure it wasn't me. All right. Well, while Brian takes care of that, it was... oh, no. I hope it's not what I think it is, but... Anyway, while Brian's off camera, we appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. It is Sunday night, 7 o'clock. Time change sucked today, but I guess we'll get used to it. I don't know why we changed times anyway. But jumping in, it is the Panhandle Fishing Report. This is what we're here for, Sunday night. We appreciate everybody jumping in. Comments, who we got going on. Catch him up with Cullen. What's going on, buddy? Code Brown, yeah, right now. He's on the phone. I can see him in the background. He just had to jump in over there. Mr. Jim Turner, what is going on? How's everybody doing tonight? Who else we got joining us tonight? Instagram. Click over here real quick. Yep, we see you folks. Appreciate you guys joining. All right, he's back. And
Hi.
Is it what I thought it is?
It was definitely Rex.
Knew it.
I'm like,
sorry, man. I jinxed it. That was me.
Damn it! Why? What? What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. Oh, okay.
Cool. Awesome.
I'm kind of live on my show right now, brother. Can I hear you back? It's like, oh yeah, I didn't know you were on. Yeah, it's a weekly thing.
I just noticed. Well, I noticed in the pre, but the cigar smoke messes with the green screen.
Let it
as it goes up there. Just let it. Just
beautiful.
I'm out in the garage tonight. That's where we are. I got stuff
That's how he's
everywhere.
getting away with this one.
That's right. 40-pound cigar here. We got some swivels. There's everything on the bench here next to me.
Nice. You got the whole getting caboodle.
Dude, it's awesome out here. I think I might.
Sorry about ditching you there. But hey, everybody. Hi. Hope you guys are doing good. Welcome to another week. We got some good stuff for you. Yay, the normal opening for Brian.
Hey, speaking of which, have you spooled up your
No.
Your Fathom 2-speed?
No, I need to.
Chicken? No.
It's on the list.
This was an awesome deal. So last year.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and they last fall, Walmart actually put them on sale for $99, and they went quick. So I ordered 2. They could only fulfill 1 in the order, so that's all I got was the 1. So,
it's worth it. I can't wait to spool it and put it up. I mean, it's gonna be nice to get on there.
It's heavy though. It's a lot heavier than the Daiwa, but the Daiwa is smaller.
What are you going to use that one for? I was going to ask you. Are you going to use it on the trawler for Spanish off the back of the boat, or doing drop-in fishing? Slow pitch.
Yeah, it's a little heavy, but it's perfect setup. And I'll probably, honestly, I don't know. I'm looking at the Carnage rods, but the Goofish ones for slow pitch and as much as buddy. As far as I go out and what I do, that should be plenty.
No.
So, it's overkill for the bay. I don't need it in the bay, but going out in the Gulf is where I would use it.
Especially with that new boat you're going to buy.
Yeah, shh.
She doesn't watch the show. It's okay.
She does watch the show.
I know she does. That's why I said it.
In there.
She'll
hear you.
All of a sudden, we see a shoe. We see a shoe.
Let's see something. If you see me duck, that's somebody throwing something at me through the door.
Live action shows. I love these types.
Or when my boat gets drug out of the driveway by somebody else, like who is that? Don't worry.
Huh? Nah,
Don't worry about it. Now
this is not.
By the way, we're gonna have to go to Texas and pick something up. We'll be back.
Well, I just heard you wanted to go to the the number one Buc-ee's store. That's all. You just wanted to go to the first one. That's why you're going to Texas.
Okay, is it Buc-ee's or Boosie's? It's a great debate. So,
I say Buc-ee's.
I do too. But I've seen some TikTok videos and stuff where they call it Boosie's, and I'm like, I just don't think you know.
No,
like,
they're trying to freaking don't jazz it up, Dirt.
Don't try churching it up there.
No, leave it alone.
Dirty. Dustin,
Hey, Berg.
what's up, buddy?
How are you?
Yeah.
Hey, Rich. How you doing, Terry?
Awesome.
Good to see you.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
All
well,
right, let's get this going.
Guess now that we're on track here.
Yeah. This week's show is sponsored to you by GI Jigs. Use code PFR to save 10%. 10%. GI Jigs are handmade jig heads, custom designed around the eye and made with unique characteristics to entice fish to bite into reaction strikes. Check them out at gijigs.com. I can't even read tonight. I told you it was a nice day out today.
Whoosh.
And cut the grass and stuff, so I'm a few bush lattes in, and then out in the garage with a whistle pig and cigar. So
All I see now is that the TikTok with basically you out there. What is it, Creed? Listening to your music, doing a little thing. Everyone, the neighbors at 3 a.m.
3 a.m, and I'm just rocking it. That would be me.
Yeah,
honestly,
it's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
Rich snow flurries.
What's been going on with you this week? Any fishing?
No, I was going to go, but moving the RV was today's priority. That was this weekend's priority. So that was supposed to happen yesterday. Today I was supposed to go out this morning, but my buddy unfortunately got delayed. Thanks a lot there, United and Houston Airfield. Great job. Awesome job with your awesome.
It still flies
so
planes.
proud of you.
I didn't
apparently
think had planes anymore.
So yeah, he just got here at noon today. So we hauled ass and had to do all that one. So my fishing day got completely torn. That's okay. I'll get out one of these days. But Saturday, yesterday when that whole one basically spent the day with the family, did anniversary stuff.
I saw
and,
that.
Yeah. Now it's permanent. My only hand tattoo now. Yeah. Told her there's only one way out now, and I ain't cutting my finger off. So, hey, Jack.
I was getting ready to say I got one of these things here. I've seen this in the movies.
Oh yeah, cigar cutter does the job.
Cutter.
It gets a little funky towards the middle. Yeah, you just gotta kind of
towards the bone.
You just gotta kind of give it a shot. Yeah, that's right. Real Coastal. Bye, Rex. He is officially in Mobile, Alabama, as we speak. That was who called me. That's how I had to go off camera. I thought something happened, so he was just checking in to let me know where he was. But yep, that's been me. What about you? Did you get out?
Yeah, we had a couple trips this week. It was
nice.
So the one thing we talked about last week, and I was kind of disappointed this week. We didn't see many pictures or posts on Spanish mackerel. It was the third straight day of fog. We should have seen Spanish mackerel posts like everywhere, but
maybe people are hiding it. They're like, "Oh, we're not going to tell you.
We're not going to put it out there." But everybody's proud of the Pompano pictures.
Yeah,
lots of Pompano pictures on the on the social medias. But we got out. We did a boat trip. The bay, as always, full of red snapper, although out of season, but there's some nice ones out there. We're looking for mangrove, didn't find many mangrove. And then looking for lanes, snapper as well, because the problem is as soon as the bait gets down there, the red snapper are all over it, so on all the rock piles. So you got to be quick or switch up your bait, and I didn't have any live bait with us. So if I had live bait, I think we may have been a little bit better. But
shoot it to me in text, Jack, or shoot it over to me in Messenger.
So we got that, and then but we did find some nice redfish. Got on some nice redfish, and around the 3 Mile Bridge area, and ended up salvaging a pretty good trip there. And then hit the beach the next day, which was pretty rough. That wind, like the forecast was dead on this week. We were out there, and it was not bad at 6:30, and then I told them by 9 o'clock the wind's supposed to pick up pretty hard, and we may or may not keep fishing. Just depends on what the currents and everything else do. And it started blowing pretty good. We did manage some black drum though, and a big stingray. Ended up losing the bottom half of the rig on the stingray, so off went my 4-ounce Sputnik sinker with the stingray. So if anybody catches a stingray with a 4-ounce Sputnik,
Give it back.
I'd like it back.
Jack, text me.
Jack, my Jack?
No.
Oh,
No. Our Jack.
oh, Jack found him. Yeah, the sheepheads.
That's a whole stringer of sheep.
Yeah.
That's like a bicep curl worth.
I
I'll
heard
pull
that.
that up tonight. That's going in the scroll.
I heard
Jeez,
they're
dude.
at
Nice,
the,
nice run.
Lillian Bridge on big J hooks and squid
Yeah.
is what I heard. He caught him on. Pretty sure that's what he caught him on.
Yeah.
J hooks and squid.
That is a lot of cleaning right there. That's what that is. Oh, you
is a
poor
bunch.
soul.
Yeah. But yeah, otherwise a good week. And the weather when we get to it this week is looking pretty good. So we got hey Zeus. Yeah, but the weather's looking pretty good coming up for this week, so it should be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be all right. I do wish there would have been more on the Spanish one. I was really hoping for that because after the Spanish comes in a couple other fun ones, so that would have been nice.
Squid. Well, I'm sure you'll get to it in the report.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And I had a friend go out to the pier the other night, and they pulled in 2 hours 60-some squid. So, then he had to clean all of them because they, keep them to eat, not keep them for bait. So, that was a pretty good little haul. He was going back out Friday night. I don't know how they did, but after the week I had with some other stuff, I was just like, I need to stay home. I need a break. I just want to sit here and veg out and have some bourbon and just relax.
Seems like Virginia is still in some form of hunting season. Nice job, Rich. Hopefully it didn't mess the radiator up.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, dang, Rich. Hopefully it didn't do too much damage to the grill and everything else.
No changes on openings, closures. Everything's still the same. Specs and triggers, guys. Get after them while you can. Lots of good stuff going on with that. Party boats are doing quite well on triggers right now. Jason, my neighbor, unfortunately is down for a little while. He got a good surgery, so his knee will finally be repaired. So he's going to have pick the right time because he's going to be ready to go by summer. So I'm excited for him. He'll be back out there doing the fun stuff he does. Terry, good question, Terry. I was distracted. I didn't get to ask. What do we got in the glass tonight, Mike?
Oh, tonight, Whistle Pig, piggyback, 100% rye, and 6-year. Oh man, when I do that, it messes up the green screen. There it goes back. It goes back, and then it goes away. And it goes back, but Whistle Pig. I'll do it this way. Ooh, it's delicious. It's a good little sipper.
It's kind of a sign, when you put it closer to the camera and the camera fades, it's kind of just a live action motion of, here, have some. Yeah. This is what you'll see.
Yeah. A new backdrop this week. So
I like it. I like your backdrop.
Yeah.
Got a little roddy rod in there going.
Yeah. I'll put it this way. Yeah. A little rod, little
boat
fishing surfer. Yeah. It was a good day.
to be boating. Nothing wrong with any of that. All right.
Tournament sales and seminars. Anybody go to the Outcast sale? That was finished up today, and they had seminars this time through the week, or through the weekend. So I saw like 1 or 2 posts on some stuff people loaded up on, but not many on, hey, this is, get over here now if they're running low on things and stuff. I didn't see much chatter on it. It was pretty quiet.
Yeah, I didn't scroll a bunch, but I didn't see anything like, hey, this is great. So, hey, Brian. How you doing?
What's up, brother?
Oh, Jack went. Okay, cool. Fair. Probably not a horrible idea.
Yeah. So you seeing them pop up? I'm not even seeing the comments pop up.
Yeah, my comments are rolling on the right. Are you?
Well, they're rolling. I just don't see new, like, my notes are covering that section. So.
Yeah.
Anyway. He's lying. So, are y'all like sitting on the couch and he's logged into one and you're logged into the other and you're watching and doing your thing? That's pretty.
Another reason
we appreciate that. That's 2 extra viewers. That helps our viewer count.
If we lose 2 instantaneously, we know we lost them.
Yeah.
Hey, Green
up,
Get 'em. Cliff, how are you?
What's going on, brother?
Good to see you. Good to see you at a time where you got home at a reasonable one.
got
Oh,
a
leader in Sabikis. Okay.
That's what I got. I bought Sabikis at the fall sale. Was it the fall? No, actually, it was a spring sale. I loaded up on Sabikis last year, and I still have Sabikis in the container over there.
They're such a pain in the ass.
They can be. Yeah.
Like, they're useful, but God, they suck after you're done with, like, ugh. Now, excuse me, that being said, I do really love taking them apart and reusing them individually. So when I've got to do my short rigs, when I'm doing my short throwers, not saying that any of you should follow me on this because this is a horrible idea. But my close-in rod, I will use the Sabiki individual hooks on a single drop with the foil.
Interesting. That's pretty good.
Because of this, that is why I do it. Because I do, Jack. I am the same damn way.
Yeah.
Me and Sabikis don't get along.
Yep. I have a love-hate. Yeah, everybody does. Next thing you know, they're all tangled up and everything. Yep. You're like, this sucks. These things suck. But they do work. It's amazing, that little thing, which is interesting. Okay, so have you seen the ads? I'm sure everyone has, of the pre-made dropper rig leaders. They originate, I forget the company's name, but they're out of Alaska.
The ones on the spool?
Yeah, and you just pull the spool and then boom, 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 and they put bigger jigs and stuff, I guess going for like rock bass or stuff like that, jigs, and they just use that to fish with. I mean, it's a pretty smart idea.
Yeah.
I don't know how it would work for us on the beach and stuff, but pretty smart idea for them.
I'm too lazy. I mean, I'm lazy. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
I'm too lazy. Like, I'd rather open the package and just have my, whether it's salty, frisky, sinker guy. I'd rather have just one of those rigs, green, get them, pull it out, like, all right, I'm good. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about anything. I just want to hook it up and go.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to grab it, and that's why I use the quick snaps, basically. That way they get broken off. You can swap out real quick. Don't have to worry about tying. I don't use a shock leader on all of my stuff, but it doesn't.
Do you even fish, bro?
Do you even fish, bro? You don't even use a shock leader? God.
That's so 2020.
I know, right? Tournament sales seminars. So we talked about the sales seminars. Everything happened last week, so they're the first Monday and Tuesday of the month. So check those out. The Hotspots Charters and the Gulf Coast Sportsman over there in Destin. Emerald Coast Bait and Tackle Customer Appreciation Sale is coming up this Saturday, March 16th. Brian and I will be there. I don't know what time. We haven't discussed it. We haven't, other than saying, yeah, we'll be there. But we should be there with the laptop and the mic and the cameras, and we'll do something, have something set up and talk to some folks. And there's going to be some reps there, so we'll get them on, talk about some things. That'll be cool. So that'll be sometime Saturday, so make sure your notifications are turned on. So when we go live, you can watch us, because that's important.
We appreciate your voyeurism.
We appreciate it. We appreciate your voyeurism. That didn't sound weird.
Oh, I'm doing great tonight, folks.
Oh, no.
I think it's coffee in this thing now. All right, upcoming ongoing turn.
I think, maybe.
Squirrel!
I like being in the garage.
Nice. I love, dude, the garage is good. I mean, you're making me think, damn, I could go back out to the garage. What could go wrong? Upcoming and ongoing tournaments: Gulf Breeze Bait and Tackle Sheepshead ongoing now until April 31st, and Pompano until May 31st. And a couple of slabs came in this week, folks.
Yeah, they did. Even
a 4-pounder. In which case, Tony, I know you're on here. There you are. You owe somebody a coin, sir. You do. Yep. If you catch a 4-pound Pompano, you need to reach out to Tony from Fish Gun, by the way. Am I having a stroke, or am I having happy music? Dude! Yes! Oh!
Yeah.
Just turned.
I just turned the show to a different.
Lofty Outdoors. Right. We've got the Sheepshead tournament rocking in May 16th. Gonna be good. Keeping them going right there. It's only got 1 week left. Make sure you get that big old Sheepshead in there. It's gonna be a good one. Them criminals, they need to be caught. Rocking in the
That's good stuff.
Panhandle Salt rocking in on the unfolding April 6th to April 11th. Pompano Showdown, April 12th to the 14th. And that is open for buying in. Outcast Tackle and Marine, 1 March to 31 March. It's still going on. The Spec Head Tournament, Specs, Trout, and Sheeps. Get them. Oh, yeah, Spec, Trout, and Sheeps. Yeah, yeah, Spec Head.
Spec Head.
Fish Bite Shoreline Showdown Series, Panhandle edition, May 18th, Pompano and Whiting. The Navarre Fishing Rodeo, this is way out, October 5th and 6th. And then one that didn't make the show last week that I finally saw it. Now I'm missing the music. Damn it. That was good.
I'll put it back on.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Put it back Stinky's Bait and Tackle Pompano Tournament. I don't know how I didn't catch it. I know it's on there, but March 31st to 5th of May. Good tournament to be in right there. A lot of good zones, and a lot of really, really good anglers popped in for that one. So
Cinco de Mayo. Be a good party out there too. I bet.
Is that an art?
Is that too loud in the background?
It is too loud. It is competing.
I'll bring it down. Let's bring it down a little bit. Let's bring it down.
Yeah, we're going to bring it down a little bit. We're going to get you in the mood for the question of the week. Want you to be ready. Fluid.
Is it time for question of the week already? Are we there?
Yep, nailed on that one. Question of the week is on you, sir.
Awesome. Question of the week is brought to you by Salty's Pompano Rigs from single drop, double drop. Salty has you covered with premium hand-tied rigs. He also has some pretty cool stickers and shirts, so go check him out at saltypompanorigs.com. This should be a good discussion, and we want to hear your thoughts on this matter. This question is going to be dependent upon your style of fishing, and it kind of goes with the music's still going. It'll kind of go with what we'll talk about a little later on the scroll and stuff. But what's dependent on your style of fishing, what type of or what size reel and line do you prefer? And we'll go like, what do you use? What's your go-to for the surf? What's your go-to for pier? And then what's your go-to on the boat? On the boats, because I had one of my trips this week was just a learning trip. All they wanted to do was they didn't care if we caught fish or not. They're new to the area and wanted to learn surf fishing, everything about surf fishing. So we went over everything, and I'm
messing with it.
Messing with the music? Are you? Because I just turned it off. You're gonna bring it back.
All right, you're good.
Okay. So for me, I think. And this for the surf, I'll start with the surf. For me, I prefer a 4,000 size reel on my gear. Okay. Paired up with 15 to 20 pound braid. Because this was also a question in Panhandle surf fishing on this guy had, here's his setups. He wants to respool. Does everybody use mono or do they use braid? And most folks along the Panhandle here use braid.
Yeah.
With possibly a mono top shot if they're going to put a leader. I mean why am I having a word issue with words?
They're difficult.
Yeah, they are. Anyway.
I mean, a 4,000, I see that one for the surf. I think the other side of that too, with our region, we kind of have a cheater because we have to plan it out for the we plan it out mostly because of the water clarity. I mean, we have such clean water that, we got to fire it out there with the mono at the bottom or the fluoro, however you want to do it on your rigs or with that piece. You could throw a straight mono right out. If you're on the East Coast or in dirty water, different colors, you could just throw a straight mono with the stretch. And I could see that. I mean, I could absolutely see the differences there. But I also feel like it's also kind of a personal preference too.
100%.
So, I mean, if you can't go wrong, as long as you got fishing line and you're throwing it out there, you're going to be in a good position. I still subscribe heavily on surf rods. I shouldn't. In reality, after all the braid goes down, I'll get a new set of true braid. I'll buy a whole bunch from Alex. I'm going to downsize from 30 down to 20
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a point in sticking so high anymore. It doesn't hurt my casting distance, but 20 will get me a little bit more. I know that. And then I do stick with the shock leader. It doesn't matter what the ones I'm preferring the shock leader on that. I'm still going to throw a 30-pound mono shocker onto the rig at the bottom, which will be tied with a double uni versus a swivel. And on a boat or a kayak, I think it depends. Like a lot of the times I'm out there with you, I'm rocking on the 3,000-4,000, like the PC Fun, kind of just rocking in with 15 pound, kind of like, because you're not really launching it, but you want to stay a lower profile.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it depends on what you're fighting, I think.
And so you hit it a little bit on its personal preference on honestly on what you feel, but I think for casting distance,
Yeah.
the 4,000s with a 15 to 20 pound braid on there is what's going to cast extremely well. When you get up into a 5,500 or a 6,000 size reel, you automatically think that you have to put and nothing to get, but you don't need 30 or 40 pounds to fish in the surf. Anything that you're going to hit, unless you're sharks, but
Yeah.
unless you're at it, that reel is going to have enough drag to handle it because you're playing the fish. It's just most of the rigs that are made with 20 pound, either fluoro or mono that they're tied with. So it from the surf, I think 4,000 is great. And the boat, if we're going inshore, for speckled trout and redfish specifically, I would throw a 3,000 or 2,500 with 10-pound braid on there.
Oh, nice.
Because I want to send it. I don't need a lot. And then again, your drag manipulation is what is going to save you for being able to use that lighter test line. In the boat, my snapper stuff is all set up with either 40 or 50 pound mono. Set up with those. You need it a little bit more. You need that give. You need when those fish, you catch a big grouper or whatever, and it takes you straight to the rocks down there. You need something that's a little more abrasive resistance than braid. It's something that's going to give you some give. That's my opinion. Like I said, it does come down to personal preference on with it, but surf 4,000s and 15 to 20 pound braid, and inshore 3,000 to 2,500 with 10 pound braid, and then offshore I'm doing 40 to 50 with mono.
Yeah. And Cliff's got a good point. So does Chris here. Chris, how you doing? Hope you're doing good up there in the old Northeast. Regional does play a game too. Rocking a 5,000, 25-pound braid, rocky bottom waders, Long Island. Long Island is a very, that's not a sandy soft bottom. That's got structure, for real structure.
Yeah.
So everything's going to have kind of that little, what's the best for your area. And, you can talk to old salts. I mean, I'm sure if we all called Bob would tell us that we're a bunch of friggin' googans and we should be drilling holes in our reels because, keep the temperature down. But, everybody's got kind of a different one, and your fee, it just all plays on that one. How does braid last in the saltwater? Just fine, Terry. I've had zero problems. I've got one reel that I'm ashamed to tell you guys. I've had line on since 2020, and I have not changed it once. And it has... it's not frayed, it's not falling apart, and it's still good. So it does fine.
Yeah, on the surf stuff, it handles well. The where I see the most fraying is fishing the bridges.
Yeah, structure
down there, and then you start fraying. So I'm pulling off line, retying, and then I'm respooling, and then it's just it gets really expensive.
Yeah. I mean, in the surf, you're really in a position where what's going to take the most damage is going to be your droppers. And probably the bottom of the rig is probably going to take the most rub damage. Your braid is not normally going to take much. It's not really sitting in the water or sitting on the bottom like that. And a fish dragging you, taking you to town, that's not going to have any effect on you either, really. So, but it also comes to this too, after you're done fishing, you can't forget to rinse it all down. You know, you got to clean your gear, take care of your gear. That plays an important factor. Oh, Jay,
Yeah.
great question.
Jay, how often do you change your braid?
Depends.
Mine is twice a year on the charter stuff.
Your charter stuff gets used quite a bit.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll do twice a year. I'll respool everything, and maybe it may be a respool, or depending on how much I've cut or had to cut throughout the year, it may just be a reversal.
Yep. Justin's got a great video on that
Justin's
too.
Video. Yep.
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen that, go take a look at Justin Reed Fishing. He did a good one. I think it was last year, right around this time, actually. It was a wintertime video. Reversing that braid. That's a smart idea to get all that money's worth.
Yeah.
Hey, stuff's expensive, guys.
and you figure on a 4,000 size reel, you're going to get anywhere from 220, we'll say 210 to 250 yards of 20-pound braid on there, right?
Yeah.
So you're casting really, for most folks, you're not heaving it 100 yards, even though you think you're sending it 100 yards. You're sending it out probably 50 to 75 yards off the shore, right? That's still 150 yards of pristine braid that is underneath there that you can switch. Yeah, I agree.
Good call, Jack. Yeah,
Jack.
Again, it all comes down to usage too, how much it's been in the sun. UV plays a factor. I actually did something that I haven't told you guys about, but I'll drop it on the show here. I left 2 specific rods out in my cart where I store it. I'm not gonna say none of you bitches are gonna come steal my stuff. Anyway, I left the 2 rods and 2 reels out in the sun, 2 different reels and 2 different companies of braid. I left them out in the sun in the weather all winter, completely. I let it out there in all the elements, the rain, the wind, all of it. Didn't touch it, just left them. And I pulled them up last time I went fishing, and I went and used it. You can tell there is a color differential loss from where the sun was hitting them all the time. Get it, whack it.
No, I'm looking in because I'm out in the garage.
Are you looking at your lines?
Yeah, because I don't have
the old one.
I don't have it to compare.
Oh.
So I won't bring it out. But there are some colors that fade a lot quicker than others.
I had a feeling you were going to talk about that. Yeah. So, but I did that on purpose because this year I wanted to test that. I'm writing an article. I wanted to see if I left this rod out in the sun for this amount of time versus this one that's been in my garage hiding. I wanted to see if I took any kind of losses between the 2 at any given point in time. Now, of course, it's probably going to happen when I have a 6-pound pompano on. That's when I'm going to have my failure and I'm going to be pissed. But on the same one, I want to know because UV is something people have brought up to me, and I've never seen what it's done. So I'm a learn by assault and pain and sadness. So that's how I'm going to do it. But yeah, you guys, if you come out and see me on the surf, you'll see it. But yeah, I want to see what UV does and go with that. But it is something to factor in. Jack's got a great point too. Yeah. So, there's always that factor. Oh, Salty's Leprechaun. Hey, what's up, dude? He's on the show soon. He's going to be on. Yeah. I finally recorded him. Friggin' really, really good episode. Really fun. Really enjoyed that one.
That's always good.
Sorry, as I sidebar.
Yeah, as I'm looking through here, I don't. The only thing that's not going to fade on you is your mono. Honestly, that's. I like the bright high vis green mono when I'm throwing that.
You like your pink though.
Stuff, so I like the pink too, but it fades quick.
Yeah.
The orange, so I do have some orange, some bright orange, and the orange doesn't fade nearly as quick. That's still nice and bright. And if you don't want any fading, go with white. like white. It's going to discolor it maybe, but from especially during June grass season, but it won't be.
Really? You had to say the words.
Well,
it is who shall not be named, sir.
So the other day, it was a strong southeast wind that then changed to a lot east, and then that started. We all know here along the Panhandle, if we have a strong east wind, it starts bringing up all sorts of stuff, and there were clumps of things on the line as we were reeling in. So that happens.
Cheyenne, good to see you on here. I saw you earlier, but yeah, it's good. Yeah. You got to take care of your gear. But I also didn't use my really, really good reel, so it was a plan. I sacrifice you in the name of science. You were only $25. It didn't hurt my soul.
Yeah. If you're gonna do something like that, that's probably.
Oh, I don't know. I could use a Van Stall. Apparently, I could leave a Van Stall out there,
You
right?
could bring a Van Stall out there. They're made for the elements, man.
Yeah. I could catch
In
fish
the
while I'm
pier.
reeling underwater.
In the pier.
Oh, hi, Cliff.
Cliff, what's up, buddy? You know,
Oh, as I shouldn't have said that. I love you, man. Oh, I totally missed the hell out of it. Can't wait till you're back here. Cast King is a great piece of gear, but it was not my Cast King reel, actually. And that is actually some other stuff. I am going to do a shameless question here, and I don't think you have. Did anybody listen to this week's episode that I just dropped? I don't know if anybody's heard it yet. With Captain Chip.
Captain Chip, that's right. Captain Chip. I have not yet, no.
So I posted it up in a couple other groups, and I brought up the word great white. He catches great white sharks. He purposely catch great white sharks. I know you did. But I got some interesting hate because people weren't listening, but people were just looking at the pictures and seeing great white sharks. Holy crap, dude. The amount of people that still listen and just look and like, oh, it's a shark. You're a bad person. Holy crap.
Yeah.
It is a friggin' insanity, man.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Jay. I'll enjoy those.
But it's and this may come off wrong or whatever, but it's also social media hate. It's keyboard warrior who's sitting there going, "How dare you do this, that? The fish has." And they may or may not tell you to your face either, but I would only only worry about people who would actually tell you in person that. You
guys and all your friend people that know me, I care. That matters. Yeah, but I had to bring it up because it reminded me of all the other stuff. Like we talked a couple weeks ago, we talked about the great white that washed up and died, which was still no evidence of any kind of foul play. They don't know what caused it, but they did get a crap ton of knowledge out of that shark, which was friggin' phenomenal. I am stupid happy about that. But yeah, Jack.
100%. And I was talking to a friend of mine about that, and he does offshore stuff, and he brought up the fact that he was so amazed by the fact that everybody, right off the bat, it's because it's a green popping cork, and now it's not anything.
Even I was like, dude, I was like a total freaking basset hound. What's it?
Yeah, like what is it? It's
throw the ball. Throw the damn ball.
But he brought up the point. He goes, he was amazed by all the comments that people automatically assumed that it was a land-based shark fisherman that did that, when in fact that could have been hooked over the reefs.
Yeah,
could right. It just wore out and washed up that way. Human nature, I think, is to automatically assume that it was the land-based shark fisherman because people shark fish from the shore, so it had to be them. Yeah. In reality, no one knows who it was, how it was.
Yeah, Jack gets some good hatred comments. Jack definitely and Sean, both of you guys. Yeah. I mean, you guys get some pretty comical ones that it's like, hey kids, you just keep that basement warm for your mom. You're doing good things, kid.
Ma, meatloaf.
A meatloaf.
Oh. So squirreling though, but this is a popping cork. And
no, is it? I can't tell.
How can I?
It's green. You're screwed, dude.
No, I'm not. Let me see.
Do you have a red one?
If I have black here.
No, it's still green.
No, it goes through.
I'm telling you.
Never mind.
I love this job. Best job I ever had. Flat out, hands down. I love this. God, I look forward to these things. See, right, for those of the 13 of you still watching, because the other 18 were like, these guys are stupid. Welcome. This is us. And I thank you for sticking around because we hope we're entertaining you. We love all of you, and this is our happy.
Yep.
Anyway. The cliff. He's scared.
I was gonna talk about popping corks, but since it doesn't work.
Since it wants to be stupid green. You got a yellow one?
I do somewhere.
Don't do it. Don't
Not
do
within reach.
The disappearing, you're right,
Yeah.
Real Coastal, disappearing cork. It's the newest brand of fishing equipment. It's the disappearer.
But it's
Wouldn't that be
awesome
nice?
when your popping cork disappears.
Yeah.
When you're working it across the grass flat and then all of a sudden it's gone. Appreciate it, Terry. It's fishing with invisible cord. That's the secret.
Saltwater Yankees. Yep, that's he let it out of the box.
Let it out of the bag.
Invisible friggin'.
I don't even use a cork. I just throw some beads on a wire. It works.
Yep.
You don't need a cork.
Yep. Squid and J hooks. It works every time. Invisible popping corks and squid and J hooks.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Let's
get back on track.
Fishing report is being brought to you by Green Get 'em Rigs, and they got you covered for all your rig and bead needs. From the original Green Get 'em to the pink pound 'em and orange crush 'em beads, they do definitely catch fish. Go check it out. greengetemrigs.com. Lots of good stuff coming out of Cliff there. All right. Take us offshore, sir.
All right. Offshore is a repeat of last week. What happened to my show notes? How did that?
It's the whispering.
There we go. There we go. Mingo bite is still very good, as well as Almaco's. Flounder still hanging around the passes, but catches are slowing down as they migrate back into the bay. Still a great CPR. Catches happening with red snapper, grouper, and amberjack, and we have some great photos in the scroll coming up for the offshore bite. It was, if you took advantage of the good weather this week and were able to get offshore, you were well rewarded, and it was amazing. So hopefully coming up this week, weather's looking pretty good, as we'll discuss here shortly. But yeah, some more great opportunities to get off and offshore and get in on some of that Mingo action, or grouper action, amberjack action.
I'd love to go catch. That's on the list. I gotta get more onto my old Catch a Florida Memory life list, man.
Which one do you need? The amberjack?
I need all of that. No, I got the red snapper with you. I got the red snapper with you. Haven't got grouper or amberjack yet, but I also need to just shut up and book a charter and be like, all right, let's go catch these. Yeah. What the hell?
That's what we want to target. Yeah.
Jack, oh, you still haven't done it yet? Oh, dude, you've got so many great catches to report. The good thing is they will take old photos, everybody. So, yep, all you need is a photo. You don't even, in reality, if you don't have the size, you don't have to put it in. An approximate would do good. That'll do just fine. So you just get it uploaded and you can get on there. Don't forget, you can compete on the life list, get all those fish. It's a huge win to get on. That's a very, very limited list, but it's still doable.
I was actually surprised that they actually keep up with it, because mine and Jack's name came out this year on the 10, right? So
did it?
10 logged in, yeah. So, but
good.
The thing I wanted to do going into 24 is like really get things going. But
I need more than 5 hours notice, Jack. My job does not allow me to call in. For some reason, it kind of sucks. But I want to go.
Work, damn it.
They do, and it's the whole second shift thing, man. It's good times, but it's not. It's really screwing with my fishing ability.
Second shift.
I mean, I like the working part of it. Don't get me wrong, because the working part is good. It just kicks the ass of everything else. Yeah, everything else. All right, inshore.
Seed.
Yeah, code brown. Inshore, rocking into the sheep, trouts, and red. Saw some other small pieces people were posting. I don't know if it was real, but there's some other small ones. You got white trout still play. Real?
We didn't.
What?
We didn't hit too many white trout.
No, there was a couple of
two, and then I was like, "Come on, we're on a school. Let's go!" Because the bottom machine lit up, and I'm like, "We're on them," and nothing. That's where the redfish were hanging out, though.
Jack, if I had one other person I worked with, I could do that. Unfortunately, I'm the sole person on my shift for my job. Yeah, good times. But the trout bite's picking up great. Sean Lawless caught a beautiful gator trout, real nice one, good body, good thick. Then they're starting to pop up a lot more. Reds, can't go wrong. Reds are definitely rocking all over. Unfortunately, did not see much for on the flounder bite, so didn't see anything on the slam game. But hey, they're still out there. You just got to know where to go. But if you're looking for sheepies, trouts, and reds, you still have time. Good one to go. Mara, this month is pretty much your last big push for sheepies at the bridges. Then they're going to start heading out again. So then you got to wait another year or to your hidden spots if you're dying for sheep's head.
Yeah, I wish we I wish like other areas we could like, and I'm sure we could. I guess it just takes some more scouting and looking around, but to catch them just plain Jane out in the river or
Yeah, we just have to
in the
go in.
marshes
Yeah,
and
you just got to go up,
stuff
and
like
that's
that.
not fun. Into
Yeah,
the mangroves and
yeah.
oh,
But anyway, surf report. Things are starting to heat up. Pompano being reported. A lot of big pompano were caught this past week. A lot of pompano in general were caught this last week. A lot of it was the numbers seem to be east of us. We're catching some stuff here in the
yeah.
Navarre, Pensacola into Alabama. Alabama has a hot whiting bite right now. I got a photo here in the scroll coming up that Alabama is definitely the place to go if you want to get whiting. Perdido area, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach. That's a lot of whiting being caught over there right now. But yeah, big numbers of pompano is going to be east of us. Pompano is still happening and being caught here, but it's not thick just yet.
It will be soon.
Yeah, and
I
still
mean,
reds and puppy drum.
yeah, I did. That was nice to see the
Yeah,
puppy drum.
yeah.
What was it? Matt got
Matt,
out.
yeah,
Him and
Beach
Braden.
Buzz.
Beach Buzz caught on. They got a nice puppy drum.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Tom, good evening. Kids can
Hey
fish. Good to
Tom,
see you.
what's up?
Yeah. What Real Coastal got on a nice big black
Mm-hmm.
drum.
Mm-hmm.
Pomps have been great, like you said. Yeah, I love the East, but
Yeah.
you know what that means though. They start in the East. They all come here. They all come home. Not worried.
They used to.
They better this year. I need a layup. All right, rocking into the pier.
I need a layup.
I need a layup. I do. I
just need. I'm down court by myself. Throw it. I got it.
don't need a dunker. I just need a
No,
layup, man. Just
a
an easy
small
layup.
right here.
Pier game is doing okay. It's definitely recovered from last week. Okaloosa has been reporting absolutely wonderfulness and definitely a great place to go. As always, red, Spanish, pomps, and squids in plentiful nature. Navarre rocking in with the black drum, pompano, whiting, red, Spanish, not bad bites. Things are getting much better at the piers, so definitely worth going out, taking a look at the first bar, second bar before we go out to the octagon. Doing just fine out there. Weather's not looking great for kayak. Actually, no, I retract my statement. Weather's looking pretty good for kayaking. If you want to go off the pier this week, you're looking at about ones. Later into the week, you're looking at twos. But if you've been thinking about getting out there in the yak to go after some stuff, not a bad opportunity this week. Pensacola is still closed. Will be pending, hopefully, an opening soon. I haven't heard, but I'm sure that it's out there for me to look at. I just haven't found it.
Mm-hmm. That was a good report.
Thank you, sir. You too.
You know what So, I don't know if you check the Navarre Pier post they do on social media over on the Navarre thing. But the other day I was peeking around, so I was like, man, I'm gonna go out. I want to hit the pier. I want to go see what's happening out there. And by 11 o'clock, when it shows nothing reported, I'm like, not going to the pier today. I think I'll go walk the beach or something and check out some spots and see what's going on out there in the surf. But when that report comes out and it goes 11 o'clock, nothing reported, I'm like, how is that possible?
Yeah.
How can we be almost midday and nothing caught off the pier?
It's not like he's not sitting up there in his balcony looking down at it with a pair of binoculars.
I know, right? Or calling down there.
Yeah.
But anyway,
What do you get? What do you get?
What did you catch? Tom, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you joining us. Kids can fish. It's getting about that time to grab some pump jigs and start walking. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I may do that tomorrow, matter of fact.
That could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do we got? We got weather and no ad for it. Why do I feel like we moved stuff?
No,
we didn't.
We talked about it last week.
That's right.
Like, hey, we should have another sponsor for weather.
We should.
We should.
What you got on the weather on your side, sir?
I'm bringing up Windfinder again because that seems to be my new favorite.
Speaking of that, I got a warning that I need to share with you guys about an app.
A warning of an app. Okay. So Windfinder, I love this app. It pretty much tells us everything. We got wind direction, speed, gusting up here in the top quadrant, temperature and cloud cover down here, air pressure, so we know what's going on barometrically, wave direction down here, and then tides. So boom, where we're sitting at here. Sunday's done. Monday's not looking bad. Morning's going to be blowing pretty good, but then everything shifts and drops down about midday going into Tuesday, boom. Look at those. I mean, that's beautiful. Temps are going to be a little low,
Not
though. It's going to be a
bad.
little chilly. In the 50s, mid 60s. I mean, high of 64. That's going to be kind of chilly. But, water temp, we didn't even talk about that, but water temp in the bay was 66 to 68, depending on where we were. That is beautiful. Of course, that's surface. That's reading surface temp, but still, that is awesome. Then we get into Wednesday's looking great. Light winds coming from the north, shifting from the east, or shifting to the east, and then back south as it comes around, but still light, 7 to 9. I mean, come on. And that's midday. Temperature's still pretty mild. Highs maybe about 68. Seas 1.3, 1.6, and it starts 2, so comes into Thursday. Brian will talk more about that. Wave starts building, but the wave period here, 6 seconds. I mean, that's pretty
nice
decent.
gap.
Yeah, it's a nice gap in there. So you got some. If you want to get offshore, you got all midweek to do it. That's going to be beautiful. And then we roll into Friday. Winds start picking up 12, gusting to 26. And then into Saturday, not too bad. Saturday's not looking bad on this report. Now, I don't know what you're showing on yours, but temps start rising. But the pressure, I'm looking here, we're sitting about 30, and then we start dropping just below that.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even look up here when that front moves in. But no, we're staying about 30s, pretty much.
It splits. You're looking at the front to split. Looks to be Thursday, Friday.
Mm-hmm. But we're sticking right around 30, then we roll into the next week, and that's too far out to really even count. You gotta wait
because it's going to change by Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely. But next week, midweek, man, get out there and fish, and we'll have all these posted on the site this coming week. So I didn't do any social media stuff today, so.
I mean, you're kind of busy with the yard and the other stuff, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Dang HOA.
I am really good with excuses this month. I tell you, man, I got that thing down to a science. Don't know what to tell you guys. All right, rocking into the old windy. All right, so a couple of things that I got playing out here. All right, so we got our high pressure system just hanging out here with us, nice and cool. New England, y'all can enjoy. Chris, enjoy those nice high winds.
Yeah.
That's all you, bud. All right.
Offshore.
It backed off. What the hell? All right. So we got two low pressure systems here, actually, kind of playing a game up in the north and the south, and they're going to push across. So this low pressure system is going to push stuff around. Here's Monday with your winds coming out of the northeast. There's that low pressure. You got 30 bars right there, 29 bar coming to hang out in the background. Let's just scroll in a little bit more, shall we? There we go. So there's 30 and 32s. As high pressure hangs out, which is nice, it's going to give us a nice little pocket. It's going to keep the winds down a little bit. Also going to keep the waves down. We got a low pressure system coming out of the north, and then it's going to split. This high pressure system is going to get punched in the face and get sent away, and this low pressure is going to push on the top and the bottom. This is Wednesday. It was looking pretty good, but as that low pressure comes, it's changing the wind direction. As you can see, it's pulling up from the Gulf here. It's getting its strength up, 8 knots, rocking into Thursday. There's 10, 12, and it just increases from there. There, it's the split right there with the low pressure. And that's where you saw Mike talking about the pressure change where it drops off. So winds pick back up Friday and then kind of hold off for a bit. Your waves are going to be rocking to about 3 footers around there, but it is going to drop during the week down to 1 footers. So not too bad. But again, check on your stuff later on in the week. You guys know how this entire forecast changes about 100 different times. I already told you about the waves. Oh, where are you? Where are you? I done clicked you and I made you mad. I made you sad and unhappy. Yes, I did. I'm so sorry. Now I'm not going to be able to find it because, that's just... Oh, there it is. Wow, I got lucky. Currents are looking friggin' wonderful for us here in the old Panhandle. Lots coming out of the Gulfs here. You got Destin pushing itself down, Pensacola pushing itself down. Mobile in this area, as you can see, you're getting a little bit of a weird pull and push, but it's not high speed. So notice the circular pulls here, getting before it gets back down to the Gulf Stream. This is good news for us because this means the fish are going to start coming out from the top side that have been hiding to get back into the water, start their runs. East is coming west. Our Pompano are going to be running up through here, starting to munch and go. So lots of good fishing is going to happen there. If you start going off into the outer parts, as you can see, the current kind of dies off about 10, 15 miles off. Lots of fun things there. And we know the fads, you guys are the oil rigs, you guys are way down there getting into the high pressure stuff and fun. But if you take a look at the currents, if you are South Florida, man, it is nice. It is punching real close to shore right now. And if you are down in this area trying to get after it, Look at where that suction pulls. Nice hot zone to get yourself into right there. Tampa's not doing too hot, but you know what? As long as y'all don't get red tide this year, I call that a win for you guys. So, following the Gulf Stream is always a good one. Following the currents, knowing what they're doing, it helps matter with what the fish are doing, how they're eating, how they're feeding. The spool isn't too big, and I'm going to go ahead and make an early prediction right now, and you all can MF me later. I have a feeling it's going to be an extremely crappy hurricane season for us, and I think that's something you all need to prepare for now. And I base that only on, I don't know, the Magic 8 Ball. Call it that. So hopefully not, but I have a bad feeling with the water temperatures and the currents this year. I think we're in for a little bit of a punch in the face.
Yeah, I think it's going to be more active this year than it has been in the past couple years. And the fact that we don't have the La Nina or El Nino.
El Nino.
El Nino out there is to help us out this year to push everything that way. Yeah, we may be busy, but that's the price we pay of living down here in the redneck Riviera.
We're in Southeast Alabama.
Lower LA, man.
That's right, man. All right, rocking into the Panhandle scroll. It's being brought to you by Rogue Reels Fishing. Use code ROGUE20 to save 20% off your order. Rogue Reels makes quality hand-tied fishing leaders like the Smitty rig, a 20-foot, 500-pound class deployment shark leader, and the Demo rig, a heavy-duty double dropper. Go get it, check it out. Rogue Reels, that's REELZ fishing.com.
I'm
not listening.
Rogue Reels also makes some good drum rigs. So if you want some redfish rigs, short casters with a 8/0 hook on them, slip sinker connection, they're awesome rigs. And he's actually got them in blue or the clear mono this year, which came out late last year. But those are awesome. So go check Rob's site out, Rogue Reels Fishing, REELZ. Fishing.com. He's got some great stuff over there. Not only the Demo rig and the Smitty rig, but lots of other stuff you can get into. And hey, if you want something custom, give him a call. He can tie you pretty much whatever you want. It's awesome. All right, so getting into the scroll. I gotta make sure this is up first because I don't want to jump right to my Facebook.
Oops.
I was like, whoops, that shouldn't have been shown.
Sometimes you got to check your ad warnings. I mean, I'm not saying that I may have almost shared a couple things that probably shouldn't have been shared, but
right.
Had some interested targeted ads lately.
Oh, here we go. A lot of targeted ads. Oh, somebody got a birds of prey as I'm looking at it.
Dude, Brian's got some cool stuff coming out this year, man. With those glow in the dark stuff too. He's got growing. Brian's got some cool stuff brewing.
Mm-hmm. All right, there we go. All right, now I can share. I was like, whew, I don't want to jump over there just yet. Share screen, come on.
That
Facebook.
ain't Temu.
That ain't Temu. It's a shame we had to have Super Bowl ads to teach us how to pronounce Temu or whatever they are now.
Temu. Quit again.
Temu.
Don't jazz it up. Leave it alone, dear Tay.
All right, drum roll, please. There's another great one by Julie over there at Real Coastal. Yeah, okay, I got you. Thank you. With a nice black drum. Was that today? Today, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I like doing these too, and I'm glad other people are doing it.
Yeah.
But here's what I caught it on. I got it on a Ninja Dagger, the Penn DX 5000 homemade Julie rig. What is the homemade Julie rig?
Oh, what's this, Julie?
What is this Real Coastal Julie rig you speak
What kind of voodoo you putting on your rigs?
Ghost shrimp and electric chicken fish bites, 3-ounce sinker guy Sputnik, sand spikes, of course, Deerfield welding.
Open facers, yeah.
Yep, and thank you for tagging us. That's what's going on. Not that we don't follow you, but I mean, we follow you guys. This was the first for us that jumped twice while fighting. You had a black drum.
A jumper?
A jumper. Now, I've had Pompano jump.
Not a black drum.
I haven't had a black drum or a red drum jump.
Yeah.
Spanish, bluefish.
Plenty of blues.
Never had a black drum, especially one that size, come up out of the water.
No, look at the tail flipper. It's pissed off at you.
Yeah, so that's awesome. Great catch there. All right. Mr. Tim Broom, we live in paradise. Yes, we do. And he posted, and of course, trigger season is in. So, but this looks amazing. That just
Yeah.
looks look at that with some.
I'd eat that.
What's that? Oh yeah, that's. But and he's a big advocate, one, of cast iron, two, carry gold butter. If you're going to use butter, don't use cheap butter. Use the expensive Irish stuff. I skipped one. My mouse is working. Boom, we'll go back through there. Look at those. And yeah, just sitting there getting some stuff there on the pier. But yeah, that's a great recipe, and it's jerk trigger fish with Kerrygold butter and bruschetta and balsamic vinegar glaze with some bacon fried cabbage with Tony's seasoning. Yeah, oh my God, it is right. That is awesome.
Yeah, tear that up.
Yeah. He's got a couple. I got another recipe in here I'm gonna hit later. Niceville bait and tackle. Hello, restock order. Birds of Prey.
Jeez.
We were talking about that earlier. Like, if you need some stuff, if you're in the Niceville area, go check them out over there at Niceville Bait and Tackle. And it's got some Birds of Prey stuff over there for you. So that's a good one. Boom. Did I say that Alabama was the place to go for whiting?
That's a lot of whiting.
There is the whiting bite is on fire. This is just one of many posts that I saw of whiting. But that is a nice cooler full of whiting right now. I wish we had them over here right now in Navarre. Lots of pomps too, he was saying, but a lot of undersized pomps. That's good. You like my Navarre?
I do.
Yeah.
Navarre.
Navarre. Where are you at? I get that a lot when people call too for trips. Another one. So whenever I see this guy's name, well, not Dustin Brooks, but Clifton Davis. Whenever I see him tagged in something, there's some big black drum out there. That man is on it. This was a good day for these guys, Mr. Dustin Brooks. Big black drum. Big black drum. Big black drum. big black drum.
Yeah.
Big black drum. Like, boom, boom, double up black drum. Like, this guy.
Hurling them.
Yeah. I mean, it goes on and on. Just big black drum. I mean, that was a great week of fishing. 17 more photos. I didn't go through all of them, but there's a lot of them. Big black drum. And this is the Mobile Bay Dauphin Island fishing. So if you guys are interested in following it, why did it go back to my... No, saved. God, come on. It's not that hard. Social media.
That's what she said.
All right. Old Bay Fish wontons. Pan-fried fish.
You stole.
Again, Kerrygold. Oh, do you have this one too?
Yeah.
Kerrygold butter.
I'll need it later.
Look at that. That looks amazing.
It does. It looks so good.
Wrapper. Flaky fish. Tim, if you're not following Tim or Half Hitch or any of those guys, he puts out some awesome recipes. We don't do a whole... Oh, I'm not there yet. Never mind. All right. I said, it was a great day to get offshore. This is Destin Offshore Fishing, if you follow that group. We needed some more days like today, especially in season days, for the snapper and gag, some decent fish. For the fillet table, 22-inch mangrove and some 16-inch trigger. Some 14 to 15 vermilion. I mean, come on. Look at that. Although we probably won't have a grouper season. I'm just speculating, but I don't think we're going to have one this year. But these guys definitely got on some fish.
That's a snowy, right?
Well, let's go back. No, they're all.
That's red.
No, that's just a light.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
That's just light. Okay, it's not as dark as over there. And then we got nice red. That is a hell of a mangrove.
Yeah, it is.
More reds. Some nice fish. I mean, that's a monster right there.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, and then when they made tacos.
Oh.
Yeah, it's so good. Speaking of which, I've been... What has he got there? Some Rabbit Hole, Cave Hill, Kentucky Straight. I'm going to have to try that. I'm going to have to go find some.
Down the rabbit hole?
Yeah, down the rabbit hole. Something new to add to the collection. We talk about them every now and then. Some freshwater fishing. Wife's co-worker's son's brother's uncle, cousin caught this little catfish.
Fourth roommate.
On the Escambia River. That's a hell of a catfish right there.
That's a big cat.
Yeah, that's awesome. We don't talk too much about it, but there's a lot of big catfish in this area. And then, boom, this guy says, well, since you posted yours, I'm going to post mine.
Yeah.
and I saw this, caught this one on the Escambia River, so, and caught it on a skipjack head, so a ladyfish head. That's what he caught it on. Nice.
No, it's not bigger at all. No, we're not
No, right?
comparing.
It's yeah, like I saw you caught there, so I'm gonna post mine here.
Mine's girthier.
Marissa White over. She's always posting some great stuff.
He's
But,
had some great posts lately.
Yeah, but nice mangrove snapper there. That's the Pensacola Fishing Fanatics. There, you got to watch some of the stuff they post, but and then spring is still in the air, as Brian mentioned. Justin Jones, nice sheepy right there. And they're going to be hanging around for a little while longer, but then they're going to start disappearing. So get out while you can. March is going to be tough weather-wise. As far as... wait, I'll stop sharing. There we go. As far as... March is always tough for weather. Because we're going to have some rough days. We're going to have some nice days, but most of them are going to be rough in March. This is what I found out.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah.
It's sad truth, but yeah.
That's what I had for the scroll.
That's a good scroll. All right, here we go. Thanks, Rick. Do 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 do. Phenomena. Do 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 do. Carl went out and got himself some. Gotten some good.
Carl, that kills people. The llamas. Anyway. Carl.
He caught some good fish. Got it out there with the old fish gum.
Fish gum. Yep.
Dun, 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 dun. Pickens. Love Fort Pickens. Never sad when I go to Pickens. But Mr. Wynn got on some good looking, good pomp, good eater size.
Pickens has some good structure. I will say that right now for surf fishing.
Bio Chico.
Yes.
What are you doing? What are you doing back there, little guy?
Doing up in there?
Are you lost? You need to find your mom. Yeah, they're pumped back there. Yeah, plenty of fish. Still get in there. So lots of cool ones there. Tagged us on it on the Panhandle Fishing Report. Other one. This was a weird one at old Tejas. Well, I guess it shouldn't be that weird. But yeah, sometimes you never know. So apparently if you try to die at a Galveston, it tries to bring you back. But if anybody catches a coffin, please make sure you tag us. I would absolutely love nothing more than to have that one in our scroll.
That's so wrong, but so funny at the same time.
Navarre Fishing Pier, and I didn't talk about it because you bring up the word tuna, like, oh, you said, like, dude, it's hit or miss. It's that time of year. So it was kind of one of the ugly days, but he got a beautiful one. Nice tuna. Gonna have some good food with that.
Okay, going.
Julie, what did I miss?
Coffin. Going to the coffin.
Go back to the coffin?
No. Jack. I bet there was some mahi around it.
There probably was.
It's so wrong. But so funny.
Throw under it. Another good one from Real Coastal. Julie got in on a nice big red. Good fish there. And a couple of pumps. Supposedly, one of these days, Brent's going to be able to catch some fish. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. What we got here?
Why is it going slow? Bradley. That was a beautiful red. I mean, good cradle too, but a nice big belly. Good looking red. So that's some smiles right there. Great, good looking fish. Couple of good reds. Jingle, jingle, jingle. And this guy. This freaking guy.
Yeah.
Oh, why? Good God. They catch so many great fish when they go out in their damn boats. They really do.
And I don't know if it was with the podcast with you or not, but they were like, when we go to target a specific fish, like we're targeting that specific fish.
Yes.
And that's what we're going after. So if we say we're going to go get this, then that's what we're getting. And I'm like, yeah.
They work their plan. They do it all. But Blaine, beautiful one on the slow pitch jig. They've been doing a lot of that. I mean, real long one. And hey, this thing came up and slammed it. So really, really great catch there. Posted up by Coastal Worldwide. Real good stuff. Always love getting their stuff. Do, slow and steady. G2 Coastal. Go. doing good things, still catching them out there. Jordan's always doing fun stuff. So
Yeah,
Jordan's been having some good posts. If you're not following him, he definitely follows a lot there on the Alabama side. Comes over to our side once in a while, when we can convince him. But he's got a lot of good stuff. Oh, it linked. Damn it. Oh well, that's fine. Right. Stinky's Bait Shop. There you go.com. Take a look at it. You can go link up and get yourself set up for the tournament. Lots of information there. All the information is on here. Payouts, talking to those pieces right there. They do they have it? I feel like they had the separation this year between the pros and the.
Do they?
They did last time. I'm not gonna read it because we're in the middle of this. But they've done. How did Julie get out of my feed?
Damn it, Julie!
God, apparently they've been catching fish. Oh wait, no, he did catch some. That's where I was leading up to it. But nice pomps and some whiting.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. Come on.
There we go. Oh, another black drum.
Nice one. But new resident. Welcome to Navarre.
Yeah.
Good one. Caught a nice 32-incher. Bucket list, and make sure you tag that back. Get all your stuff tagged back. Is Carl here? Carl, you made the scroll, but you already, All right, there's the slabby McSlabs. Yeah. Ryan 4.02.
That's your new leader.
That is not a small pompano. When people pull that out of the bag when we go to the weigh-in, and I look at that, I'm like, gosh, hell. Like, I'm not even gonna pull my fish out. We're good. Yeah. Great fish. We're good. And he's just super great fish. Yeah. So congratulations on getting up there. Yeah, he's been crushing it. Yeah. Some more deep water in the groupers, brought to you by Mr. Brockmeyer.
Brock. Now that's always snowy.
Ah, okay.
See the dots.
Yep.
And everything as opposed to
now. That's what was throwing me. I was like, it doesn't look like it's so light though. So that was throwing me. But 800 feet down, they're down there. You gotta get after the deep stuff. Who's this guy?
What?
Hey, look at that guy.
Look at you.
Go get set up with Smitty. Nice red though. Beautiful, good color. Yeah. Looks like a fun day. Yeah.
That was the bottom. Like I said, the bottom machine was lit up, and it was all the croakers and trout and everything, and that thing just slammed it. And he did. That kid did an amazing job of fighting that fish and just letting it do its thing. And great time.
So we talked about a sheep's head before that was winning, but holy crap! Let me just one up you by 4 pounds. Dear God, big ass sheep.
And I think is he the new first place for Gulf Breeze as well? So that fish went.
Did he go? Yeah, he did.
Or was Dan's bigger? Was Dan's bigger than the 12.3?
No, I think his was. I mean, we'll pull it up here and look, but I think he has a leader.
It's all good. Yeah.
But seriously, 12 pounds.
Good for you, man. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's a win.
That's not getting beat. No, I don't think so, Jack. I think that one's gonna hold.
That's 12. Anytime anybody drops a 12-pounder, I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. That's give me the link. Well, Cheyenne, there you are. Cheyenne's in the paper. So on the mullet wrapper.
That was an actual paper.
I didn't either.
So many times lately, the mullet wrapper, and it's kind of funny, but it just, that's popped up in my feed quite a bit recently.
Anyway. So we got 2 people we know well and love. There you go, Jordan and Cheyenne. They're in there. Want to talk about?
Look at you,
freaking Bill.
Another 25
pounds. That is not a small cat.
No.
It was found with a small child in its stomach. Yeah. There you go, Bill. Bill had a beautiful flat. Hi, Chip. I can't see any comments. Of course, I've already been caught on that one. So there we go.
That's a good one, though.
Damn spring breakers. God, coming here and catching all our fish. Great job, you guys. Seriously, very, very awesome. Glad you guys landed one with an awesome memory. Always the best thing when you come down here, and way to do it right. You guys are holding it up and doing all the good things. So if you're down here on spring break, go fish. These piers are completely loaded with people that would be happy to teach you. And if you're here wanting to fish and you don't have your gear, hook up with some of the locals, aka Smitty, and get yourself set up on that. There's a lot of good captains that will happily take you out and put you on some amazing fish. Utilize your time down here while you can. Absolutely. It is the perfect one.
I love seeing that, though. I love seeing when people come down here and catch fish.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okaloosa dropped a good one. Spring mackerel. Yeah. The buffet. Friggin' air breathing butthole is going to be there to get you. So Reel it in quick.
So
don't give him the chance.
so Tim Broom made a post today about orcas
Uh-huh.
and how orcas chase bottlenose dolphin.
Oh, I
And
saw that.
and you know how bottlenose dolphin take fish and play with them and swap them back and forth. The
Yeah.
orcas were doing the same thing with the bottlenose dolphin. I was like, that is so beautiful.
Circle back. Oh, you want to
Circle
pick on
back.
that one?
Yeah,
Here. What now,
exactly.
bitch?
Exactly.
Dude,
as
could you
we had
imagine?
A group, yeah.
Go. No, you go first, and I'll go after.
No, we had a group of dolphins that were following us Thursday on the trip. So when we catch the snapper, I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna fake this way, and the dolphin will go over, and then we're gonna drop him off to the side over here, because I gotta try to give him a fighting chance. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not gonna pitch him to flipper right off the bat. So there was probably 4 dolphin that followed us from spot to spot, or what seemed like they were following us from spot to spot. But yeah, when you go and you fake them one way and they take off going, and you're like, just drop them over here. Run, buddy, run! Get down to those rocks and run. Anyway,
there's another good kayak one. It wasn't Jack, unfortunately. I thought it was, but he was like, "I'm gonna give you a chance, buddy. We're gonna launch you, and you're gonna make it."
Yes.
Throws it like, yeah, he made. Oh, he didn't make it.
He didn't make it.
It's like,
tried. Yeah.
Could you imagine the absolute? And I'm sorry to use the words here, but I'm going to use it. Could you imagine the absolute shit show if we had orcas that would just accidentally plow through here on a run?
Oh yeah.
It'd be like, no, I'm good with the way that they are now.
Run, Forrest, run. Absolutely,
Yeah.
Terry. You know, so interestingly, just as and I got to go back and listen to your interview with Cat and Chip on the stuff. But if what we thought about great whites is they were cold water sharks, and they, were typically New England area or California, right? And those cold Pacific waters or the cold Atlantic waters. And now we're seeing them pinging down here since Noah started tagging and all that stuff. And the fact that we saw that there's one right now being tracked down in Mexico is those warmer waters is extremely fascinating. So the fact that we, you bring up, like, wouldn't it be cool if we saw orcas down here?
No, it would be so bad.
We could possibly see orcas down here.
Oh, that would be so
See
crap.
you, Jack.
Oh, what?
Hey,
Jack.
How'd them reels do? Jack got some new Okuma surf reels that look amazing, and I saw it and I messaged him and I was like, "Hey man, have you started throwing these yet? Because those look pretty good, like a long cast spool on them and everything, and they're called the F lights. Yeah, they look pretty amazing. They are pretty.
Let me see
too.
here. Where is? I shared this. Maybe it's on my page. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. So I did share it. I just don't think I shared the link. Let me double check here. It was after my interview with him, and I did a share. Hey, it's us live. Hold on. Where am I at? Where am I at? There. Oh, there's
Great.
the button
I
I'm
like
looking
them
for.
So far, I caught a big bonnet head. Okay, nice.
Nice. Look at big bonnet heads.
Yeah.
Bonnet head sharks, so good. This is one of the pictures. This was a small one, apparently. He told me that. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I've had 15, 16 footers circle my boat. I'm like, no, I'm good.
He's out of South Carolina or
yeah, he's off of Hilton Head.
Hilton Head.
I mean,
because I know.
Yeah.
Wow.
You want the tug? Go out with him. You want to go after No, stupid. Not that button.
That's like throwing the big 55-gallon drums overboard. It'll slow him down. He's on a run.
Yeah, that's what he told. Here it is. O-Search. Here we go.
Yep.
That's what I wanted. So O-Search, if you're into shark, I didn't follow. Let me fix that problem real quick. If you go to their stuff, they
Absolutely, Terry. We need a bigger boat.
Oh yeah, you can go to OSearch and you can actually ping on 19 sharks down there. That's kind of cool. You can take a look at all these sharks. You can learn all about them, what size they were. There's 4 there. That's kind of scary. Tiger shark. Yeah, he's just a little guy. But it's kind of fun to watch these migrations because you can really figure out all this stuff about these. Well, they're hanging out together.
Yeah. But when you look at that, 2 of them. Yeah.
2 of them together. That can't be good. Yeah. But I mean, again, going to stuff like this, really cool to learn if you want to learn about the species, how they migrate, where they are in the world. And it's really, they got turtles too. But it's that was one of the things from the show that was really cool to talk to him about was they catch these great whites real fast and tag them and all the new, oh my God, 1,400 pounds, dear Lord. But he starts talking about all the stuff and how all the stuff and the knowledge that comes with it, all that plays back into so many great things about figuring out, like you said, is it running in the cold? Is it running in that one? Yeah. And then of course you can go down the rabbit hole and talk about that one conspiracy where the great white got bitten in half by a megalodon taken down to the depths of doom. And then, all of a sudden the tracker went from 70 degrees to 40 after he was pooped out.
Huh?
What? Big ass great white bit. Temperature went from water temperature to, I want to say 70 or 80, some sort of definitely internal temperature, dropped down into 4 digits of depth, hung out, and all of a sudden, just a little while, bloop, popped up to the surface as just a marker, and it was a big ass great white. What eats a big ass great white? Oh, I shit you not. And they're like, what did this? And all I could think is, yep, megalodons are real.
Megalodon. Yeah.
See, Carl even heard about
it. Carl. Come on,
see,
Carl.
I got one person.
Are you serious?
Oh, dude, you gotta look it up. It's definitely one of those ones where you go,
I'm gonna have to look that up.
You're just screwing with me to stay out of the water.
I'm gonna be out in the garage for a while tonight, I think.
By
I'm
choice?
gonna turn the music up. And... No. I'll just crank the music up, and I'm gonna look for megalodon.
I'm gonna catch it.
What are those movies where you see like the deep and all you see is the megalodon?
The mouth.
Out, that freaks me out. That's why
but
when I go
like
out
that picture that I shared of Chip's boat, where it was, that thing was when he told me about that one. He said the one of the first ones that he was going after when he started was bigger, and it was circling the boat. It was following him, and I'm like, no, I'm already out. I'm already done, bro. Yeah. Jetpack me. I'm gone. I'm done.
Yeah. I want that British Marine thing where I can and gone. Yep. I'm out.
And the part that he loves, and he talked about it, was when he takes the clients to go after the great whites, and they're facing west, and then they turn around and they look, or they're facing east. They turn around and look west, and they can see the shoreline of Charleston. Yeah. And they're within 5 miles of the beach. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, they're here all the time. They're here. This is just how it is. So yeah, fun episode. I learned a ton. And for me, that episode was very, very focused. And I'm glad Chip did it that way, but it was very focused on the science of why and the how, and the technology that they're putting together is, I'm so excited for the upcoming Shark Week because I'll do a spoiler for the show. They put on a new tracker that's actually a camera.
Yeah, I saw that.
To the dorsal.
The dorsal camera.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now they're following the shark to see how it moves, what it does, what its depth is, all these pieces, and all of that comes back into huge wins for science for us to understand these fish. Because let's be honest, man, we don't understand jack about sharks, and we're trying.
No. That is amazing.
Yeah.
We could keep going, but yeah, no.
I love that stuff.
We're running up on an hour and 20, so.
Yeah, we're about done. We'll let you guys go back to your lives.
Exactly.
Rude.
But I'm going to go look for that shark thing because I want to see how it. Yeah. That doesn't make sense unless it was eaten.
Yes, it was definitely eaten.
Definitely
bad.
What if it was a colossal squid that ate it?
I mean, I'm totally down for that. But if a colossal squid can maintain that kind of internal temperature and eats a shark in it, I'm down for that. I want to see it.
Shark bite capital. Is it Florida? That's shark bite capital.
Yeah, but it's the East Coast. We're good.
That was Kentucky.
No, that's the catfish one.
Oh. I think so. If you okay, that'll be a topic for another. That's a topic for the next show. But there was a shark attack in Kentucky, and
Now I got something to look up tonight.
And we'll go from there. But when you look up, you can see where all the shark attacks are on the thing. And I think there was one in Kentucky or Tennessee or somewhere up there. It had to have been a bull shark, but anyway. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
See? Anyway, that'll be topic for next week. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Until next week, we will see you guys later.